round of the candidates introducing themselves, we have now reached the second part, which is the Q&A for the candidates. At this point in time, I would like to share with you that we have received exactly 8 questions from the audience. For both the sake of fairness and for saving time, we have decided to stick to those 8 and to randomly select 8 VP candidates to answer those 8 questions. So what we are going to do, I'm going to stay here. Those who are going to call to have been chosen randomly will use the other microphone, since anyway it's closer to you. And we will use the questions of the audience randomly on the candidates. The first selected candidate to answer the question, which I remind you also, you have only 1 minute to answer. And again, same rules. Timekeeper Roberto will tell you when you have only 30 seconds left. The microphone will be disconnected after 1 minute exactly. The first candidate from JCI Finland, Jukka Ranjupa, please. Jukka, the question we have received from the audience for you is that imagine you're visiting a NAM where membership has been declining for the last few years. What advice would you give the national board to start the growth process again?
Thank you. This is a very good question, and my answer is that first you should have JCI impact training, which will provide you a great tool for this issue, which is JCI Active Citizen Framework. And by using that framework, engaging partners and making action for your community, which actually benefits whole society, you can also attract members. And also, not just using tools, but showing your true JCI heart for all of those people outside JCI. We can attract more members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jukka. The next selected candidate to answer randomly the question is from JCI Cyprus, George Vouvakos. George, kalimera again. The question we have for you is, what do you say to members who insist that JCI is a business network only?
Well, very good question. JCI is not just business focused. JCI is what the world has to do, is what we have to do as members of JCI. We should stay focused on the United Nations Millennium Goals that we engage, that we're going to serve. We can show them what we've done with nothing but nets against malaria. We can show them what JCI has to provide, not only business. We should go out and work with them to show them that JCI is more than business. It's heart. Thank you.
The third selected candidate to answer the random question from Nepal. Welcome, Mahesh Raj Nahal. Mahesh, the question one member in the audience was keen to know is, what would be your advice to local organizations in order to keep the members and not to lose members, of course?
Thank you for the questions. We advise for the local organization through motivation, through training, through inspiration and program. Likewise, JCI organizes lots of national, international program events. So local level, they do need to introduce about the JCI program, JCI training, JCI opportunity, mission and vision. So everyone self-motivated from this program, from this motivation factor. The local organization also these ideas. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ramesh. Next, I would like to call on stage candidate from Morocco, Mohammed Makawi. Mohammed, someone from the audience was saying that today we have many organizations, other NGOs, similar to JCI, like Rotary, Lions, and many other NGOs. So the question is, what can you do to differentiate JCI from other non-governmental organizations?
Thank you for this question. Actually, JCI is quite different from these organizations because we are the best school of training, of leadership in action. We are not exclusively focused on students or businesses. We are also interested in communities. All our projects is complementary. We had the opportunity every year to elect a new board, a new position, to give the opportunity to people to rise, to learn, and to grow by heart, in action, and in the field. We are also number one in the world for keeping people motivated.
Thank you, Mohammed. Next, please, I would like to call from Tunisia, Nader Haj Fresh. Nader, I will ask you a question as received from the audience in English, but you can answer it in French or English if you like. The question as received is, could you please tell us how you, as elected Vice President, can support JCI with fundraising and sponsorship?
Merci. Oui, on peut, en tant que vice-président, si je serais élu, supporter les différents pays et de motiver les membres et les gens à servir cette organisation. Pourquoi? Pour la simple raison que c'est une grande organisation. C'est une organisation qui réunit tous les jeunes du monde. C'est une organisation qui veut bâtir un réseau qui soit le premier réseau au monde des citoyens actifs. Et ça permet de faire un changement positif et d'impacter les gens et d'impacter surtout aux alentours de ces gens. C'est pour cette raison qu'on peut convaincre les différents membres d'adhérer à la jeune chambre et de contribuer à un changement positif. Merci.
Merci, Nader. Next from JCI Malta, Marvin, please. Marvin, I have a very important question for you here. Do you think that the growth of the membership is rather a target or a consequence of the impact of the JCI through the society?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't hear you.
The question as received from the audience says that, do you think that the growth of the membership should be a target or a consequence of the impact of JCI through the society?
Well, in my opinion, it should be both. It's good to have targets in all corporate organizations. You need to have targets, or else if you don't reach targets, you will never try to reach the target. But of course, you also have to do projects, such as the impact of one, to create a multiplier effect. So I bring one member, and then the other member brings another member, and hopefully like this you also reach your original target. So again, it should be both.
Thank you very much. Next, I would like to call on stage from Colombia, Lisby Casas Forero. Lisby, we all have fears of failures eventually. So in your case, what is your biggest fear of failure in your duty next year? What would that be?
Well, I will do my best to not fail. Really, it's what I want to do. I really think I am prepared in these 17 years to not fail and to have a very good work in JCI. So I don't think I have a fear to stand up here and talk to you, but not to because I really want to work with passion and be active with the members and with the national organizations. So
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Last but not least, my last question goes to the candidate who was called last on stage as well, from JCI USA, Arwen Pritchett. Arwen, welcome again. I have what looks like the longest question for you, but not the toughest one, don't worry. The question is, can you mention one or two things that JCI needs to do differently than today in order to become even more relevant as an organization and in order to achieve more impact in the world?
If you have read any of Presidential Candidate Bertolt's plan for next year, you know that he wants us to stop speaking and take action. That is the one place where we can really excel. We speak a lot, we speak beautiful words, but we really have to roll up our sleeves and get to work. And the other thing we need to do is listen. We need to listen to each other. We need to share ideas. We need to listen to our communities. We need to find out what the issues are that need our attention, and then we need to take action and put our full effort behind that. Those are the two areas where we can continue to excel and make an impact in this world.
Thank you very much for the candidates of JCI USA. Ladies and gentlemen, this closes the 2012 JCI Vice President Caucus. Vice President candidates, Caucus. General Assembly will conclude the final part of the selection process by electing the officers of the 2012 JCI Board of Directors. I wish you all good luck. Thank you all for your cooperation. Please give a hand to our Vice President candidates. We will have a 2-minute recess before proceeding with the EVP caucus. Thank you very much.